guys, and welcome to Vlogmas 3 of my channel. And today I'm gonna spill the Coco on Thor Ragnarok. See, you get it? Spill the tea, but spill the Coco. If you have not seen Thor Ragnarok, this might be some spoilers for you. But if you have, then you can watch. You're free to watch this. If you have not seen Thor, it's okay. Well, I guess if you're okay with spoilers, then you can watch this video. So Thor Ragnarok was released November 2nd or 3rd, depending on when you watch it. Because it's officially released on the 3rd, but you can watch it on the 2nd since that's a Thursday showing. Yeah, you can see it on a Thursday showing. But anyway, so Thor Ragnarok is the third installment of the Thor trilogy. And this one, it has a different kind of tone compared to the other two. The other two are more kind of serious. You can even tell what the colors of the film. It's more dark. While in Thor Ragnarok, it's more lighter somewhat, and it has like the backgrounds are much lighter colors. So Thor Ragnarok. So Thor, we start Thor in this little cave, and he does like this little monologue. That monologue reminds me of Cusco from the Emperor's New Groove. So I thought that was what they're gonna go for. So when I saw Thor, I thought he's going to rewind the whole movie to how he end up there, somewhere part of the movie. That's how I thought it was going to happen. So I was surprised when the chains fell and he meets the bad guy there, Scourge. It's not Scourge. Surtur. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. Surtur. And the part, it's a comedy film, but the beginning comedy was a bit forced for me, in my opinion. Like when he drops on the chain and he's like twirling around. For me, it felt a bit dragged on. I guess because it was just the beginning of the scene. If that was if that scene was like in the middle, or it broke some of the tension. Because in the beginning, Thor was already funny with his monologue. But I feel like that scene with the chains, I feel like that could have been a different part of the movie, or maybe somewhere else where it's there to break the tension. Like the tension was really heavy, in my opinion. It started to get funny for me from the Scourge. He's the guy from the newest Star Trek. He was the Doctor. I didn't realize him. I was like, wow, he looks different. But yeah, it was from him. From his part, there was this, he says Texas weird. He's like Texas. And that's the one that made me laugh the most. That's when I started laughing, and I actually started enjoying the movie. Yeah, the film has a lot of, like, the other two films are funny. They have some funny moments. But this one's more like funny lines and slapstick comedy. And it's interesting because some of the editors and some like the directors and the editors, they worked on several comedy films. Like one of the editors, Zen Baker, he worked on Neighbors and The Interview. So those are more like comedy films also. My favorite character of Thor Ragnarok was Korg, the rock alien. And funny enough, he's voiced by the director of this film. So for Korg's probably my favorite one because all of his lines for me were hilarious, in my opinion. The director, I'm gonna say this wrong, I'm sorry. The director is Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi, and he voices Korg. In this movie, you get to see more of an interaction between Thor and Hulk. If you've seen the trailers, you get to see Thor battles Hulk. And it was really fun to see how they interact with one another and how some similarities between the two. And they talk about it. And this is the first movie I think we get to see Hulk really talk often. Like, he talks a lot, like lots of sentences in this film. And it's Mark Ruffalo who plays Bruce Banner / Hulk. This is his first film voicing the Hulk. It was always a different person he voiced several of the other Hulks from the different films of Hulks. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that this was Mark Ruffalo's first time actually voicing Hulk. Most of the film takes place either in Asgard or in Sakaar. Thor meets Hulk in Sakaar, and basically you can tell even the movie is much brighter and much colorful because Sakaar, how it's basically like a trash pit of all the other planets. Trash goes to Sakaar, and like it's bunches of trash, but it's like very colorful and very lively with very colorful characters, especially the Grand Master, who was also in well, of course he's in Marvel, but he was in Guardians of the Galaxy film. But the Grand Master is a very like colorful, strange, I don't know, he's he's an interesting character, and it fits well with our design of it all. For me, the overall theme of Thor Ragnarok is identity. If you have not noticed, Thor through the film, he always has this trusty hammer with him, and if you see the movie, his hammer gets destroyed by Hela. And then he doesn't know if when his hammer is destroyed, he thinks he's powerless, because like he's only able to defeat his enemies. He always uses his hammer. And basically throughout the film, several people ask who Thor was, and most of the time he's either interrupted or he's not really acknowledged that much, or kind of made fun of. Like he says he's the god, he's son of Odin, god of thunder, but he creates little sparks, and the Grandmaster's like, oh, you're a sparks person? Sparky? So several people meet him, and even his father Odin asked him who he was. And it's funny how Thor is like, oh, but my hammer's gone. And then Odin's like, are you the god of hammer? It was really funny how to see, and you'll get to actually see him kind of accept his identity towards the end of the film, where he actually uses like a huge lightning bolt. Like he uses lightning bolt kind of throughout the film a little bit, but he doesn't use like really big until the end. So Loki's identity also in the film, you're not sure which side is he on. Is he on Thor's side, or he's on the Grandmaster's side? For me, it felt weird. I don't know why. I think it's because I watched the Marvel film kind of out of order. I watched the first Avenger movie before I saw the Thor movies. So I watched the Thor after that. And I know Loki was evil in Avengers. And then in the second one, in the first one you find out his history. Is like, oh, he used to be, he was tight with Thor, but now he's not. And then in the second one, you see him work together with Thor, but then he takes over, but then he takes Odin's place as his identity. See, even the film, in the beginning of Thor, you see how Loki's pretending to be Odin, and so that's another identity. And you know, it felt weird for me seeing him, like, you're not sure if he's good or not, but I guess that's just Loki's thing because he's mischievous. Sure about his identity. And then Hela, the antagonist, Thor and Loki's older sister, she comes back. She's saying how she is the rightful owner of Asgard, the rightful ruler. So that's kind of like her identity of trying to make her identity of the ruler of Asgard. That thing, and even some of the minor characters have it, like Bruce and Hulk. Hulk and Bruce are battling their identity of who's who. You find out Bruce Banner has been Hulk for 2 years, and that he didn't realize it. So he's trying to kind of battling between, because he always says how him and Hulk were kind of balanced, but their identity's kind of off balance now. So that's kind of like and then Hulk was, you get to see more of Hulk's feelings about Earth and how he believes everybody hates Hulk and kind of thing, while everybody on Sakaar loves Hulk. So that's kind of like his conflict in the movie. And then we meet this girl Valkyrin, is that her name? Valkyrin. But she's basically she's Asgardian, but then she runs away. She kind of runs away from her past because she was like a female warrior but I think she was the only survivor, and that it was against Hela too, and that battle scarred her, and she kind of loses a sense of who she is, and she just escapes to Sakaar, and then she just drinks her problems away, and you kind of see her battling on who she really is, and then you see her kind of accepting who she really is and her past. And then even Scourge, the guy who's Star Trek, the doctor in Star Trek, Scourge, he even has an identity problem, because like his main goal is to be acknowledged for his accomplishments. And Hela can kind of sympathize with that, because like she was always under Odin's, because her and Odin like ruled together, and like they use like violence to get what they want. But then after, when Odin like became like ruler of lots of planets, that he tried to become a nice king, and then Hela was like, no, we're not gonna do that. We got violent, and you bring back the terror, and yeah, the terror that we struck in people's heart, that kind of thing. So Scourge, he's not sure, because he joins Hela's side, but he does that to survive, because he sees her like killing everybody else. So he's basically trying to save himself. And then, but you can see, like, when all the Asgardian citizens, like, when they're scared and stuff, he still feels for them. And then towards the end, he even though he's battling on who he really is. And towards the end of the film, you get to see him make a decision that he's an Asgardian, that he wants to protect his people because no one else will at that time because they're all busy fighting all this. I forgot that Asgard also had an identity kind of thing. Basically, Odin tells Thor how Asgard is the people, it's not the place. So I thought that was touching. So, oh my god, the place doesn't make the home, the people make the home. I'm like, ah. But yeah, so the overall theme I feel like Thor is identity. See, a little my film classes are coming in. I think if you look really in deep, because some people, they just go watch it for entertainment, and then there's some people who watch it like they analyze these things. I kind of do both. I analyze and I enjoy. Oh, I was really excited to see Doctor Strange in it. I didn't see in the trailer, so I didn't really know he was gonna be in it. So I was surprised when I saw Bleecker Street. I was like, and then I think you hear the music. I don't remember, but then you see him. I was like, oh, you get to see Doctor Strange. I didn't know that. Okay, so the interesting part is, you know, the whole scene with Doctor Strange. So if you watch Doctor Strange the movie, at the end of the credits, you see him talking to Thor. That scene is in the movie Thor Ragnarok. So basically, in Thor Ragnarok, the whole scene with Doctor Strange, they filmed that scene before, they filmed that scene, I think they filmed that scene before they destroyed the set for Doctor Strange. So the director quickly filmed before then, so that's why you see that scene. So they took that part scene from there to the Doctor Strange. Then you saw the whole scene that they were going to do in Thor Ragnarok. I thought that was interesting how they did that. It felt more like a summer film in my opinion. I don't know why they did it in fall. It could be they're trying to lead up to Infinity Wars, because Infinity Wars are happening next year, 2018, in May, my birth month. But I guess they just want to release it in the fall. Oh, so just interesting trivia stuff. Like, if you notice in Thor Ragnarok, when he's on the little chair going through, like, them introducing who the Grand Master is, you get to hear like a little, what is it called when it's acoustic version of the Pure Imagination Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I was like, oh, I remember, I know this song. And then if you haven't noticed, I only know this one person, but if you see in the beginning of the film, Odin / Loki what did he make? He made a play. He made a play on basically how Loki died in a justifiable way, or I forgot the word. He died benevolently. He died in a benevolent way. Loki did. So they're showing that. But it's funny, the person who plays Loki is Matt Damon. That's the only person I recognize. But I looked it up later. The person who plays Thor is actually Thor's older brother, Luke Hemsworth. And then Sam Neill plays Odin in that film. He plays Odin in that play that they're doing. And Sam Neill was in the Jurassic Park movies, and I think, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Thor Ragnarok the movie. That was my spill of the Coco for that one. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know I really should prepare more of this. I'm like going all over the place. But anyway, it's a good comedy action-packed movie that I feel like lots of people can enjoy. It's PG-13. I enjoy the movie. I really like the production design of it, like the whole Sakaar place. I really like, it was sad seeing Bruce Banner, like the way he feels and how Hulk felt, and like because it's sad how lots of people want Bruce Banner for Hulk, because of course Hulk is strong, but Bruce Banner just like, I just want to be Bruce Banner. And then you see him in the town with all people who love Hulk, that he might go transform into Hulk. I was like, no, Brucey, I love you, Bruce. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video for my Vlogmas, and I hope you guys come back for my other Vlogmas videos I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do movies and video games and do some other stuff, hopefully. But yeah, I'll see you guys later in my other film. Not my other films, my other videos. I'll see you guys later. What's the picture on the YouTube? The photo, thumbnail. I'm doing the thumbnail. Oh, I'll see you guys later. Bye.